Welcome and what is up, Chuckleheads? It's your boy Jayberg with
Colton Drake.
Oh yeah, welcome to episode 9 of the best damn comedy podcast filmed in my mom's basement. We got new curtains up.
Yep.
Got a backdrop. We're looking extra professional. We're almost ready to do video, which is scary for some, but awesome.
We're getting there.
So that's what it's all about. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about Akaash Singh. Akaash Singh, an American comic, Indian descent, best known as probably as co-host of the Andrew Schultz Flagrant podcast. That's where you know him from, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, this is his second special. Before we even get into that, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Having had a good weekend, good night.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Just had some enchiladas. Mom stopped by.
They were good.
Mom's menu item of the week: chicken enchiladas.
Yep. Fire.
Yeah, just like, and then you're quarter Mexican, so that actually means something for you to say they were good.
Yeah, but I'm still American, so I don't know Mexican food.
Don't take this away from my mom, dude. She works so hard on it. She crushed some chicken enchiladas with some refried beans. I might get a mom's menu out. Who knows? Because I've been really bad at that. So, whatever. But you're doing good, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
doing
me
good
too, man. Enjoying it, and yeah, really ready to get into this special. What do you think? Get after it.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's like Akaash. I'm going to say it wrong a million times.
I think you're right either way.
Akaash,
whatever.
Mr. Singh.
Yes.
It is Singh, right?
Yes.
that part seems easier. All right, here is the trailer for Akaash Singh's Gaslit special.
4 dudes in here can name 9 genders. I'll suck all your... People in New York City will yell at me. They'll be like, oh, okay, so just because a dude fucks dudes, you think he's gay. Guys, just take a look at me. I am very rapeable. A good friend of mine came out to me as being non-binary. I hope you're not mad. I hope we can still be friends. Please don't be upset. How could I ever be upset at you about something like this? I don't know what it means.
Pop the 911 for the racist times. Brand new rollie for the wasted time.
There we go. That was Akaash Singh. That was his the trailer, man.
Yeah, it was the trailer. I'm going to say this.
Gaslit.
I'm not nuts about the trailer.
Yeah, it seemed real slow moving.
Well, I didn't like the jokes that they chose for that trailer,
Oh, that's good.
personally.
There you go.
Yeah. It's just like, here's the edgy stuff.
Yeah,
It's like, there's a plenty of great jokes in it that don't have to be... It's not the edgy stuff. You know what I mean?
I didn't like about it, and this is so weird because I don't think he actually does. He sounds like, I thought it was the dude from Parks and Rec. His voice sounds very similar to the Indian guy from Parks and Rec.
Oh,
Aziz Ansari.
Yeah.
His voice in the trailer sounds like Aziz Ansari.
I can kind of hear what you're saying.
But it doesn't sound like that on the special.
Yeah, I didn't even
Like it's
think
much
that.
lower, and yeah, I don't know, man.
I just felt like that wasn't a very good portrayal of this, what the special is. But that's
think it's fair.
That's my opinion.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I mean, he does the transgender joke. Very 2024. Before we get into that, actually, let's shout out Scotland, baby. It's our new listenership.
Hell yeah!
Got
Thank
a
you,
listener,
Scotland.
Scotland, UK. Absolutely,
Do we have an applause
man.
button?
Probably somewhere if I can find it. I don't know. There's probably a little applause in here. Just keep filling. Keep
What?
filling.
And
there it is.
Yeah. Oh wow!
Eventually.
Scotland. Thank you.
Shout out Scotland.
Oh my God.
I'm awesome with the soundboard, dude. I know it took me like an hour and a half to find that.
How many people applauding sounds like how many listeners we have.
Exactly, man.
Sounds
100, like
six
a million.
people.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
I'm at 6 million.
Want to thank you guys so much for checking in, Scotland.
Wearing
Scotland
your
makes
kilts,
our
looking good.
second of the UK countries, dude. We
Hell
had
yeah.
England before, now we got Scotland. Ireland, where the fuck are you, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, this is why you guys lost.
We got Ethiopia.
I don't know if that's
You know
true.
what I mean? Yeah. Did they lose? I don't even know.
No idea.
Did they ever fight a war? Dude, that's how little I know
Yeah,
about
that's not good.
history.
We're dumping it.
Yeah, let's not talk about history. I certainly don't know anything. Also, beer of the week. Colton is on the wagon.
Yeah.
He got his 8th DUI last week. So
That's
he's
not.
not
Thank God I didn't. I quit before that. But I'm drinking these Monster Recoveries.
Oh, brewery of
'Cause
the
it's
week,
fitting.
Monster Recovery.
Yeah.
No, so I'm just sucking on a Michelob Ultra, local brewery here in town.
Hell yeah.
Obviously out of Liberty Lake. I
The
think.
lightest beer in the land, they say.
You know, I'm trying to cut weight,
Cut carbs.
for wrestling.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. So Scotland, thank you for coming in. Beer of the week. Thanks, Michelob Ultra. All right, let's get into this special.
Let's do it.
You mentioned. Let's just start at the beginning. Like, what do you think, just off the top, overall impression? What do you think?
Overall impression, I definitely liked it.
Yeah.
I definitely liked it. I knew I was gonna like it though, because I kind of I like him. I really was into the layers of his jokes. I like how he would talk about things with like bring up personal things with him and his wife or whatever, and then he'd kind of like detour off of that into like a different premise, and then I really liked how he built out jokes.
Yeah.
So that was probably my favorite part about it.
All right. So overall, you liked the special. I don't know, man. It wasn't bad, and I was telling you this before we started recording. It didn't really stand out to me as either really good or really bad. It was fine. There were some parts that I liked. There's some parts I didn't like as much. I don't think I would have watched it twice if I didn't have to. It's not one that I'm going to go back to and be like, oh, I need to watch this again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you'll go back to it?
I already watched it a couple times. I don't necessarily think so, but part of it is just because us doing this podcast too. It's like we're watching specials all the time.
Yeah.
But probably not.
Are we already killing your love for stand-up now?
Yeah,
Because
it's slowly dying.
It's all over, man.
Yeah, just killing it.
Just gonna go do my open mics at a slam poetry venue now. Nice, that's excellent. Yeah, it was. I don't know, have a ton that I can't tell you why it didn't jazz me up or any way that I just hated it. There are a few things we'll mention along the way, but
right. I think he pulled out every trick in the book. It kind of seemed like the opening with the dancers, UTD Luch. Is that how you say it? UTD Luch. Luch.
And I think that's the type of dance, or it's the
I think it's the
common name of a troupe. A Loch troupe, though, I think is like
okay.
Is like an Indian dance troupe, like a name of like old school Indian. I looked at it for a second and I was like, I'm never gonna understand this.
Yeah. So then UTD you found out was the university.
Yeah, I believe it's the University of Texas at Dallas. That's what I'm gonna guess. I don't
and
know
he's
for
from
sure.
Texas.
He's from Dallas, even. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure he's helping out local artists along the way, which is great. You know?
Yeah, I thought
which
it was
explains
cool.
why they weren't that hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think that's what they were going for.
No, I don't even remember if they were or weren't. I'm just throwing out bullets.
Yeah,
let's start off right.
Start catching strays, dude.
Start snobbing it up real good.
I like he had that Mexican OT for his intro song. I thought that was cool. I like him.
And that's the artist, right?
Yeah,
and he's from
Texas.
Houston,
I'm not sure.
or Dallas,
yeah,
like
somewhere.
So he's giving local artists some love.
Yeah.
Did he film? Where did he film it? Did we look at that?
Ooh, I do not know that.
I bet he filmed it in Texas. I would imagine.
I bet.
Yeah,
but I could be wrong. Well, I mean, that'd be a long way to fly out all them dancers.
That's a good point. Yeah,
you know what I mean,
and all their crazy
costumes.
Crazy. I didn't mean that.
No, and I didn't mean costumes.
Outfits.
I mean,
they're costumes, right? I guess. Yeah. You're not really. Whatever.
Yeah, it's not a Halloween.
They dressed up as Indian dancers for Halloween. No, they are Indian dancers. You dipshit. Yeah, that's funny. I thought it was a very 2024 comedy special. It had a lot of the 2024 elements that I think of. Crowd work. They started out with crowd work. That was his first joke.
Opened with crowd work. Almost too perfect of crowd work.
Yeah, a little suspect.
Right.
Seemed a little planty.
It did seem like it was a little planty.
Like, hey, are you a 16-year-old? Oh, you are? Oh, crazy.
Well, the 16-year-old, I think, is the one little throw off. That was like,
I mean,
I don't mean to talk
he just
to
so
a
happened to talk to a white Pakistani woman in the front row. I mean,
yeah,
I don't buy it, dude.
I don't know, man.
I don't. Was it Pfizer?
Some of it's too perfect.
I liked her vaccine.
He's like
terrible.
Afghani. Or was it Afghani?
Pakistani
name. It's got a Z in the middle or whatever.
Yeah. It's got a Z in the middle. Yeah.
Because
weird.
it was really good. Like his crowd work on them.
It really was,
really
and it was.
great.
And like I said, like you were saying, it was almost too good. You're like, eh.
Yeah. What's the chances? But at the same time, I mean, maybe that's like he knows the demographic of people that are coming out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he does.
That arranged marriage stuff.
Yeah, the arranged marriage stuff really worked, and I think that's something that's going to be.
I think that's a funny take too.
Yeah,
I liked that.
yeah, that turn was very nice. The arranged marriage, you basically said, how do you like Americans have it backwards? Like, how do you know you love someone before you spend time with them? It was like, how do you love someone after you've spent time with them?
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
So
I thought that was a good flip.
I did like that was one of my favorite jokes actually. I did like that one. I thought
and
overall,
not super open. That's not well-mined material right there. Like that's a
arranged marriage.
Yeah.
I feel like if you listen to an Indian comic, that's pretty hard.
actually,
I mean, Aziz
you're probably
Ansari
right.
definitely does. I think.
Yeah, you're probably right. Now that I say
I
that,
think Russell Peters.
but still, you got to be in a certain demographic more to.
Yeah, for
talk about
sure.
that.
And clearly, it's very interesting, obviously, because it's a lot different than
And
what
being
you're
pro
used to.
arranged marriage is pretty funny.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arrange. Yeah, he did arranged marriage stuff. He did I mean, some of his material, I will say, I didn't think was like. I don't know, like the men versus women. He did like a pretty significant like. Men are like this and women are like this, or white people are like this and Indian people are like this, and I was like, I just wish I don't think I have a problem with the material so much as like I wish he could have disguised the intro a little bit better so that it almost felt like it was like a series of 3-minute sets.
Well, I think the disguise is probably more because most of those bits open up with him talking about an issue with him and his wife, or like some personal thing that they have going on, and then he would kind of get into like off topic kind of things.
Yeah.
And I think maybe he was trying to use that more as the disguise for some of those,
Sure,
to get into some of those jokes.
Yeah, I liked it fine. I did not love it. I'd probably give it like a 5 to 6 out of 10. I mean, it's serviceable, but it's not something I'm going to come back to. Let's just keep on. Oh, fashionista, dude, or visually, anything visual you want to talk about.
Yeah, visually.
If
with
you
the
remember,
stools.
hold on. Are you going to do your acapella drop this time or?
Oh yeah, I got this. Fashionista, so.
Nice, dude. That
Cool,
was amazing.
perfect.
Colton Drake,
Yeah.
expert acapella drop guy.
Acapella drop, dude. Gotta do what you gotta do. Fashionista. So he was wearing a jacket that said something on the back of it that I don't know what it said, which made me think. As soon as I saw the jacket, I was like, man, dude. Jay was right. Everybody is wearing jackets.
Dude,
this year.
jackets over t-shirt,
Yeah.
man. It's a big 2024, dude. Jacket over t-shirt year.
Jackets over t-shirts. And I wonder too, because he was, I mean, all the specials we've covered, this special came out before all those specials we've covered so far.
Oh, do you think he
right?
set the trend?
Maybe he set the tone.
He said, yeah.
Set the tone for
It
2024.
was like,
dude.
what's Dude, Nate Bargatze's like, what's Akaash?
I better
doing?
check to see what Akaash is doing.
Yeah, for sure. I needed.
I do think it's funny.
Is he wearing like a weird tattered lion head patch on the back of his jean jacket? I think that's what I wanted. Isn't that what it was? I feel like that's
dude,
what it
I
was.
don't know. It said something on top of it.
But it was a jean jacket with like a patch on the back, like a big patch on the back, something like that.
yeah, there's a big patch on the back of it and a little something on the side. I don't know. This is an
Tassels.
It's an interesting jacket.
Did you like it or not like it? Or
I thought the jacket was cool. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. It just as soon as I saw the jacket, I was like, man, dude, Jay was right, dude. Everybody all these dudes are wearing
everyone loves
jackets.
dude. Got to get you a jacket, dude. That's how
do
you get the. That's how you get the specials.
Apparently, I do think it was
Is
funny.
Anthony gonna wear a jacket for a special? You better.
I'll make sure to tell him. I think
Absolutely,
so. Or
you
a
better.
vest, dude.
Ooh,
A biker
I don't know.
vest.
Vests have not been pre-approved by Akaash.
Yeah, but we're in 2025 now.
Oh, 2025 year of the
2025,
vest.
we go to vest. Yeah, year of the vest.
So it's like the Chinese zodiac or whatever. It's like not year of the monkey, year of the rat. It's like year of the cummerbund.
Just
year
different
of the vest.
tops.
Oh, just tops.
Yeah, just different tops.
You gotta wear a bra. Sorry.
I noticed he was he was sweating. I noticed that
Yeah.
some parts he was sweating. I'm like, yeah, you're wearing a heavy jacket. Why would you
it
do
was-
that
yeah.
to yourself,
It's a
dude?
heavy jacket too. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it
right.
looked like you're ready for the snow or something.
And he was in Texas. It looked like kind of a smaller room, a lot of people.
It did seem like some of those laughs. There was like, remember how we were talking about with Nate Bargatze? You could kind of hear murmurs.
Yeah.
I felt like there were certain parts where I could kind of hear murmurs also.
Oh, I didn't notice that this time, but
It wasn't as crazy as the Nate Bargatze one, but I felt like I could hear some.
Yeah.
So fashionista, I'm going like a
fashionista.
6. I'm like a 6.
All right. So that's
I didn't like
you
the
know.
pants.
We did the trailer. We did overall impressions. I don't have anything to add. As usual, I don't have any idea what you're supposed to wear. I didn't love the jacket. I thought the patch looked kind of. It reminded me of the patches that my grandma would sew on my jackets when I'd accidentally leave them on a space heater and they'd burn up. And they just had to
Yeah,
throw
patch
on
on
a patch over the top.
Yeah, it's kind of punk rock, but at the same time, it looks like a real hip hop kind of jacket.
Interesting.
You know?
It's an interesting way to say it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I used to have a jacket that had, or like a vest, jean vest that had studs on it and patches and shit.
Nice. You
Yeah.
had studs on your. Of course you did.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Of course,
That's awesome.
It's punk shit. It's cool.
Oh, I mean, you know what else I didn't actually introduce him that well. So his first special, Bring Back Apu. He self-produced that. Executive
was good.
producer. Oh, you watched it?
Oh, yeah.
I was going to ask you. You did watch that?
Yep, I like it.
So for his first special that he ever did, and that was what 2022, I think.
Yeah.
1 million. He had over 1 million views on that in a week.
Damn.
That's pretty sick. He was saying for this one, he had over 1 million views on X and over, I think, 800,000 on TikTok in the first week. So that's pretty sick too.
Yeah, if you guys want to watch it, it's on YouTube also.
Oh yeah,
That's
because
right.
we don't make you buy extra stuff. I mean, if you don't have Netflix, sorry. Like,
Yeah. Find a friend.
actually, you know what? Send me an email. I'll give you my Netflix password.
Yeah, if you
We'll
don't
be
have
good to go, dude.
Netflix, you poor soul.
They said they're cracking down on that. Are they really? I haven't heard anybody actually having a problem with
I
it.
don't know, but they did make a big thing that they were cracking down on it.
On
Then they
40
started
people on
charging
your-
more,
Whatever, dude.
cracking down on it. Now it's $15 a month or something.
Oh yeah, that's been going up forever, right?
Yeah.
Dude, did you have a Netflix subscription when they actually sent you DVDs in the mail and shit?
Yes.
Okay.
My stepdad did. I didn't. I
Were
was
you a
too young.
kid at that point? Because I'm trying to remember.
I was
how
like in
long
high
ago that
school.
was.
I was in high school.
Okay, yeah. Because I remember doing that, and I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had
And I'm like, this is the height of technology. And
Well, that's
then
when
2 years
Blockbuster-
later, that was over, dude.
Blockbuster would send you DVDs too.
Yeah, but they copied Netflix's. They copied their style.
My stepdad had he had Blockbuster and Netflix sending him DVDs, right? And this is right after he had he had like a pretty bad stroke, so he couldn't talk totally right.
Oh, your dad did?
Yeah, my stepdad.
Oh, your stepdad.
Yeah, and so we were headed home from church or whatever one time.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how he couldn't talk totally right, so he's like, "Oh yeah, we got movies from neck flips and butt fuckers." We're like, "What?"
Whoa, what? From nip slips and butt fuckers?
It was just because he couldn't say it right, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Strokes are hilarious.
So, oh man, great.
Such good material.
You know what was weird is how he couldn't talk that great in English, and then you would get him at like a taco truck, and it was like fluent Spanish
Oh, so he's
because he was
just,
trying to learn Spanish as he would like right before the stroke. He was trying
Oh, so
to
he
learn it.
was second. English is a second language.
No, English is his first language,
Oh.
but he was trying to learn Spanish because he was selling plates or whatever, and he'd
But
sell
he
like
knew.
a lot of.
I think
shit
I've
to
heard of that
Mexican
before, dude.
restaurants.
When people like, if they're bilingual, they're like their brain like shuts off for one of the languages, for the other one is good. Like
Yeah,
on a
supposedly
stroke
like
or
your
whatever.
brain makes new paths or whatever. So then it just kind of went to that way, but it was
That's
kind of funny.
Science talk with Colton and Jay right there.
You guys learned a little something.
A little bit of science that may not be true that I heard on.
Yeah, just some.
I saw a
just something.
BuzzFeed article, so it's got to be true.
If he had to say Netflix and Blockbuster in Spanish, he
Nip
would have
slips and
nailed it.
butt fuckers. Dude, that's so funny. He would have nailed it.
He would have nailed it in Spanish.
Flicko Netzo. Yeah, that's terrible. But yeah, I remember that was the best.
That derailed us a lot. I'm sorry.
No, it's great because I was thinking about like the Blockbuster. Man, when Netflix came along, the biggest thing for me was just I got late fees every time I rented anything. I was the worst at turning things in. And then so like Netflix was great because you kept it as long as you just never got another movie. And I was like, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's
I got
kind of
Big Bang
Redbox.
Series 2 or Season 2 or whatever. I can just hold on to this for a while.
And how's
you
the problem with Redbox too? You get a Redbox movie, and you just hang on to it.
know? Yeah. Oh wait.
Except they'd charge the hell out of you. until-
Wait. Do they give you? Do you just get charged per day or whatever?
Yeah, until I think you afford the movie or something like that. I don't know how.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
I bought a movie once from a video store. Wasn't
From
even
a-
a good movie either. It was
from
terrible.
like a video.
Yeah, like a video rental place.
Yeah,
I want
gotcha.
to say it was TR Video.
Like you never returned it, so you had to buy it, kind of a deal.
Well, like my late fee went so high, they're like, yeah, well, we basically decided this was lost, and I'm the worst with that, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty bad.
Having
with
me mail,
tasks
dude.
as well.
I'm so glad I don't have to mail like a rent check, dude. I'd be screwed.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
don't. I'm not mailing anything. Are you
Oh,
kidding me?
even writing
That's
a check.
That's 3 trips, and I have to find an envelope.
And I got to write a check. That's hard.
Got to find a checkbook and an envelope and a stamp. That could be 3 trips to the store right there.
And a pen. You need a pen.
a pen.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
Too much work.
What is this? 16:45, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Need a carrier pigeon to do it for me. John Hodge. Shout out John Hodge, baby.
Shout out John. Shout out Haji.
Yeah. So I did want to talk. There were a few things I wanted to talk about for sure. As I mentioned, 2024 comedy special for sure. A lot of 2024 type stuff. I didn't like. First of all, immediate crowd work. Thought that was a horrible choice, but it did set the stage. And like you said, the crowd work was actually really good. And like we said, it might have been too good.
Yeah.
He said "bruh" a lot in the first 20 to 25 minutes.
That's something I didn't think
and
about.
I hated it.
That's something I didn't even think about.
That's just one of those words that I don't think it's natural. If people are saying it and it sounds like it's natural, I'm fine with it, but it so rarely does. It so often feels forced to me. Like, oh, you're trying to say it like that. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
I do. Did you pick up any notes of Andrew Schultz's style in there?
Oh, I didn't really think about it. Yeah, I'd have to look at it again because I don't know. I didn't, but I also wasn't looking for it.
Okay.
You're a lot more familiar with Andrew Schultz's style though, because as a bigger fan of his than I am.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple things. And honestly, for how much they hang out together, you would expect their voices to be a lot similar.
Yeah.
Not that similar in cadence or anything, just more of some of the words he would use as I don't even know how to say it, almost like punchlines and setups. Some of those words I had kind of noticed, similar ones in the Infamous special.
Oh, so it's like it's almost like a.
And it'd almost be undetectable if you didn't like watch.
I get what you're
Infamous
saying
a bunch of times, you know.
Yeah, like to make a comparison, there'd be like a 3-word transition where you'd start it out with,
yeah,
you remember when, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
I can't give you an
similar.
exact
Yeah, for
example,
sure.
but that idea.
I get what you're saying though.
But aside from that, I was expecting there to be almost more of a similar like cadence. To,
More of them being similar.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I sort of forgot what Andrew Schultz sounds like because I haven't seen a bunch of his stuff. And the last, we have a lost episode of Andrew Schultz that we're never releasing, but that was from back in the summer or whatever. And I really liked that special, but it's been a while and I haven't gone back to it, so I don't remember it.
I'm really excited. This is a little bit off topic, kind of. I'm really excited for Andrew Schultz's next special because he just recorded one. He's going to drop it on Netflix.
Yeah.
But this one is supposed to be more personal and like about him and his wife and all that stuff. And I wonder how much
they're
of
trying
that,
to have a kid and like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I wonder how much of that he drew inspiration from Akaash's special because this one has a lot of
good point.
Him talking with his wife, a lot of like their back and forths and their relationship and the dichotomy between those two things.
Yeah,
and I'm curious if Andrew kind of noticed because that is, in my opinion, that is like a very professional way to do stand up. This is stand up I like. Stand up that's like relatable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like relatable.
It's your real life.
It's your real life.
Yeah, 100%.
And then you're putting jokes inside of that as well and having like weird comparisons and premises inside that box of something that's happening to you in your real life. I'm curious to see how Andrew does that because that's how his next one's supposed to be. Yeah,
I mean, if you just think about it in terms of, I mean, every comedy book that I've ever read and thought was worth a shit, they all tell you about finding. I mean, finding a big part about finding your voice is relating. That's how you relate to the audience, right? If they don't learn anything about you, and I've said this to you, we've had this conversation before. I think that's why the hardest transition is between host and feature. Well, that I know of. Obviously, I haven't gone from feature to headliner. Really, I mean, I've done a couple garbage headliners. But from host to feature is such a step up, and it's not about the time. The time you have, everybody who goes from host to feature, they have the time. Going from 10 minutes to 25 minutes, that's really not the problem. The problem is if you do 10 minutes, no one's asking you to connect with them on any sort of level.
Right.
If you're sitting in a room with somebody who gets to basically have a 25-minute one-sided conversation with you, you want to hear something real about who they are.
Yeah, you want to learn a little.
You want to learn about them. You want to either like them or hate them. Ideally, you'd want to like them,
right? Or
they'd be hateable in a likable way. You know, if you have an Anthony Jeselnik or something like that. But
right.
Even though, like, that's one of the issues we had with that special.
Yeah,
right?
it wasn't really as personal. With you. Yeah, I think that was probably my favorite thing about this Akaash special.
Yeah, he had
It was very relatable for me. I was sitting there watching it with my wife, and we're kind of just like looking back at each other at some shit.
Yeah, see, I didn't have that relatable moment, and that's probably. It's just, I mean, I'm not Indian. I'm not married. I don't to really get a lot of his stuff.
Yeah.
And
Well,
again,
and the
but,
goal,
you know, whatever.
and I think too, what makes this one different from like the Nate Bargatze's or Jim Gaffigan is because they're talking about more like having kids. They're in that next development kind of life, and right now I'm more like that.
Yeah.
Akaash talking with his wife, kind of like
Right.
I can relate to that really well.
Sure. And I think that's why it's like such a stupid thing to say when people are, like especially when dudes are like, women aren't funny. It's like, you're not a woman.
Yeah.
Like, of course of course it's not going to relate to you the same way it relates. And that doesn't mean it,
Right.
women can't relate to men, but there's a natural connection
Right.
that doesn't exist. If I'm a white, bald, 45-year-old dude and I'm watching Bill Burr, there's a lot more to connect with.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not married. I'm not married to a black person, and I don't have a kid. But
Right.
a lot of that. But I'm angry, and
Yeah.
so a lot of that
Yeah.
still
You
works.
understand what he's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, your Asian female 30-year-old friend is gonna like Ali Wong more than you, more than likely. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just because they have a lot more in common. I mean, it's crazy to be like, oh, they're not funny because I don't get them, and that's
Yeah. I think that is what separated this special for me, though. So
Yeah.
I felt like it was kind of more personal for kind of shit that I'm going through
for
or
sure.
whatever. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, he did some fun stuff. Let's talk about anything. What did you like? Anything stick out to you that you really liked?
As far as jokes go,
Joe, or just any. Well, I mean, you've kind of talked about the aspect of it of just like what he's talking about. So it was relatable, right?
yeah.
I guess you already did that part. I was trying to see what did I like about it. I really liked. I don't know. I liked I'll just go with some of the jokes I liked. Actually, let's do that
Yeah.
because I liked like a guy's favorite vacation is your favorite vacation. That was a funny joke. It's a little bit like, oh, men are like this or women are like this, and I don't love that, but I thought that one was kind of interesting. He was like, essentially like, we want you to go on vacation. And whatever your favorite vacation is, we're cool with it and we'll pay for it, whatever. Because our favorite vacation is when you're on your favorite vacation, like alone, like away from me and have my house together. Essentially, that's the idea.
Yeah.
I don't think he's, the way he said it, I thought was unique. What he said, I thought was not at all unique, but the way he said it was.
Right. I really like that joke about white people's weddings. He's making a comparison between white people's weddings and Indian people's weddings.
Yeah.
And how he like wishes like he could do it like a white person's wedding or whatever, where you have like 12 people there because you hate your family.
Right.
I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
because
my understanding, my understanding is Indian weddings are gigantic. I have no idea, but yeah, I've never been to one, never been invited. But
and I know their wedding went they went all out on theirs. That was like
nice.
a thing that on the podcast or whatever
Speaking of India, if you guys want to tune in, man.
Yeah, we'd love that.
You know what I mean? Tell me all about your arranged marriage weddings, or how big they are, or how small they are.
Can Jay get one? Can Jay get in?
Can I get in one? Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Do you guys do gay arranged marriages? Because I'm looking for a dude now. I just
just now, I just
looking for Wang. Looking for Wang. I did think it was when he was like, "Oh, is your last name Patel?" to that one guy. And it's like, that's sort of cheating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, is your last name Smith? And being like, oh, it's a magic trick. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's a lot of Smiths out there. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Patel is the Smith of the Indian world.
Yeah. Do you own a hotel or whatever?
Yeah, that was pretty funny, actually. Yeah. So, all right. So we did that. Let's talk
there was
about
another thing I wanted to say real quick.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
It was going off of the wedding deal where he has a part in it where his wife is like, oh, I've been planning this for whatever since I was
3.
kid. Yeah. And he's like, well, what shouldn't you have it figured out by now?
Yeah, for sure.
I thought that was a great joke.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah. It should be plug and play at this point. Like,
Should be plug and play. Yeah, that was a good line. I like that line. Yeah. All right, let's talk about what we didn't like. Because there are a few things I thought I really didn't like.
Okay.
Despite the fact that overall I was fine with it.
the ads. Should we start with the ads?
I mean, that's the most obvious one. So go
Okay.
ahead, because I agree. So
all right.
run them through. If you didn't see the special, run them through what happens.
So if you haven't seen the special,
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. As he's doing the special, right? There's normal ads that play just like a YouTube video, right? But there's these specific ads where it would be him doing stand up and then it would cut away like he's getting a phone call while he's on stage and it's his mom calling him and he's like, she's like, oh, don't forget to mention the what was it called? Oh,
I don't remember. It was something picks.
Oh yeah,
Prize Picks?
Prize Picks. She's like, don't forget to mention Prize Picks or whatever. And so he's
And
doing
their promo
like,
code. And
yeah, he's doing these like weird ads, and they're trying to make it look like, oh, it's part of the performance or whatever. I thought that was odd.
It's the worst.
Yeah,
It's the worst. I was so pissed when that happened.
Yeah.
And it was Andrew Schultz, the special we watched, where I'm
did
pretty
that
sure
too.
he did that as
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
And the thing that bothers me the most, so they try to trick you, right? Because it's not like it goes into some sort of cut scene and he's talking to his mom, or he's like the start of a commercial. He's wearing the shit that he's wearing. He's on the
Right.
stage that he's on,
Right.
but they're filming him the first part of a commercial where he's on the phone with his mom. It is that I was so mad about that. That's the impetus for the newest segment on the Stand Up Snobs podcast.
Let's go.
Which is Angry Berg. That's
Angry
where
Berg.
I rant like a aged lunatic.
Do you have an acapella drop for that?
I don't.
Damn. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that'll work.
That's so bad. I was furious. You want to send me ads? Fine. Give me a fucking ad and be honest about it. Don't be trying to sneak a bullshit ad in the middle of a special, especially, and it didn't even make sense for that. Also, while we're on it, YouTube, I don't give a shit if you have ads. Can you time them up a little bit?
No
Can
kidding.
somebody time up the ads? Every time you're watching anything of length, the comedy special for sure.
That's an hour and 18 minutes, by
It's
the way.
out. Oh, it's way too long. We'll get to that. but dude, you're in the middle of. There's plenty of dead spots. You can't find one in there. I mean, it's either their fault or it's his fault. I don't know if they give you like if you can select like, oh, we can have the ad play somewhere between 15 and 25 minutes, so you can kind of put it on. Let them finish the joke,
Yeah.
then do an ad, so I'm not waiting for the punchline of a joke
After
and forgetting what the setup
After
was.
3
for
minutes of
for
ads.
like 3
Yeah.
minutes. Also, every ad was in weird Indian accents.
Oh, really? See, I didn't notice that part.
On
I was
mine anyway?
I was kind of skipping.
It
them.
felt very racist to me. Like they're like, they're gonna get all the like, what is it? It's all doctor schools and shit. And they're
Yeah.
like, just get your
Doctor
shit together.
schools.
Get your shit together. YouTube and or Akaash, Mr. Singh, whatever, dude. Get it. Ads. I get the ads are a thing. It's a free special. I appreciate that it's free. I appreciate it's available. But come on, man. Size up your ads right. And the bullshit throwing of sneaky ad in the middle. Like, why don't you just like you're in the middle of a setup and you just like pull out like a bag of Doritos and start being like, hey, you know what I like on a hot day?
Yeah.
Cool Ranch Doritos.
I think I would have liked that more.
That actually would be kind of
That'd
funny.
be way
It'd be more
funnier.
like the Wayne's World thing. Have you seen Wayne's World?
Oh yeah.
Where they do, I don't sell out to corporate sponsors, and like Garth's wearing like head to toe Reebok gear, and like they got like a pizza. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
haven't seen Wayne's World, go ahead and check that out. That's
Yeah.
only 40 years old.
Yep. You've probably seen it.
If you haven't, it is funny as shit though. I don't know. I'm old. Maybe it's not funny to the younger people. I think it's hilarious. But anyway, Angry Berg is where I rant about things that only an old bastard would rant about. So there it is.
Well, and I like to think too, like I would never do that.
I
But
wonder how
then
big the
again,
check
I
is,
wonder
dude.
how much money you got to do that. You know, I'm sure.
40 grand? Shit, dude.
Yeah, we can toss that in here. I'll eat a bag of Doritos for free.
Shit, dude. You can dress my buddy up like a puppet. I don't give it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll do
okay.
whatever. Yeah.
That'll pay for these plants I'm putting in the audience.
So, yeah. My crowd work plants. Excuse me, Mr. Singh. It says here I'm 16 and it's reading off a cue card and shit.
Yeah, quick question about that. Does this guy have to be my dad?
Right, exactly. I don't even like this guy. He spilled a drink on me. It's bullshit. What else did I not like? There's a couple other things I didn't like. COVID jokes, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of disguised it though. I thought.
The Johnson & Johnson shot one? No, he didn't. No.
Well, I mean, he just kind of
Also,
he didn't
Johnson
spend
&
long
Johnson
on it.
is like a special level of COVID joke that I'm fucking done with. Okay, I'm already done with COVID jokes. Regardless, anything about the Johnson & Johnson is extra cringe for me.
Yeah. Well, I liked the comparison though of talking about the like Republicans or whatever, right? Because that was coming off of a joke about him talking about Republicans and how that if you could actually catch gay, because they believe that like they could catch it, right? Like, that they need a vaccine for that.
Nah, you should
'Cause
have
then it
done
would
that in
put
your
them in a
2022
weird-
special that you just put out 2 years ago.
Okay.
I don't need it.
That's fair. But
I don't need it.
I did think that joke was funny.
Yeah.
The premise is good.
All right.
I liked it.
Don't care.
Yeah.
No COVID jokes.
No COVID jokes. I know you hate them.
It's 2025 now. Can we
He didn't spend long on
officially?
it, though.
He didn't. No. But he had a couple, and that was too many.
Mm-hmm.
Can we officially just? Can no one ever do any more? Can we do no more COVID jokes? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not
Yeah.
talking about COVID jokes. Like, you can't mention it ever. But like when the premise is, oh, I wasn't even around people. Like, yeah, we all get it. We were there. It was 5 years ago.
Dude, people are still doing 9/11 jokes. He did a 9/11 joke.
I mean, you're telling me one thing to justify another. Neither one of them I like. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but I'm just saying. People are
yeah,
going
I
to
don't
do
know.
them.
And also, I don't know. 9/11's funnier. Let's just be honest. Fucking great. AIDS? Yeah, dude. Just more
yeah,
9/11 jokes.
Keep them coming.
That's why the Holocaust jokes still happen. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I'm just,
Yeah.
all right.
Of course, that's not. Of course, that's 100% true. I should say.
Yeah.
Very true. All right. So, anything else that bummed you out? Because there might. I think
That bummed
that's
me out.
pretty much it
I
for
thought
me.
some of the setups were a little long-winded.
Yeah.
and a little patronizing, kind of.
Oh yes, that's what I have. A lot of pandering. Lot of
Pandering. That's what I meant, not patronizing.
I mean, it's similar.
Yeah.
A lot of pandering. I mean, so he deals with a lot of subjects that are a little bit difficult to get into. He has some trans jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he has a lot of like gender identity stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There were a couple other things too that I can't remember. Some race stuff. Some
Yeah,
abortion.
Those are the main ones, though.
Yeah. So there's some
Kind of every edgy
tough
topic
ones.
he kind of tosses in towards the end.
Yeah, and they're tough to get into sometimes. So I always appreciate when someone can get into them in a way other than like be just barreling into it. But also, I don't like it when the way you get into it is, I just want to say that I love everybody, and you know what I mean. Like very
Some parts of it come off more TED talky than
exactly.
yeah.
Obviously, my non-binary friend can do whatever he wants, and I want to love him regardless.
Right.
And then like waiting for like clapping and like that just drives me nuts.
I get that.
And I think really it's just because I struggle so much with any of that edgy stuff. I really don't want to do that because I don't feel like it's genuine. I feel like when you're at a comedy show and you say something like that where you're like, obviously, blah 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 blah. Then you're making a political statement just to make a political statement so that your joke goes over better. So you're like hiding the fact that you're doing material that somebody's not. Stand on your jokes.
Yeah.
If your joke is making fun of, or if your joke is like homophobic, or your joke is transphobic, or whatever, that's gonna come out regardless if you say, "Oh, I love trans people," but those fucking she-males. Well, you know what I mean? Like that's not.
Yeah.
That doesn't hide the fact that it's still a shitty joke.
Right.
If your joke's good enough, and the goal is your joke's good enough that you say it, no one's gonna have a problem with
It's
it.
funnier than it is edgy.
100%.
What you want.
100%.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
That's what I kind of thought, though. I thought some of
Yeah.
that seemed a little long-winded.
Yeah.
When it didn't have to be. He could have
Just like my what I just said was super long-winded way to say that something very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was probably my other critique on it.
Yeah.
Aside from
overall-
that, how a lot of the writing, that's kind of my goal in writing, though, is to write
Sure.
personal and then also have like these clever premises inside of these personal relationships or whatever that I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
I really like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It was it was he did some good things with that.
A lot of alliteration too.
Ooh, he likes the alliteration.
Yeah, he did a lot of alliteration. One
I
of
did
them
not
was
notice that.
Rainbow rum. Oh, what was it? I have it in my phone. Rainbow rum.
All right.
When he's talking about the ice cream.
We'll hold 2
Yeah,
minutes
sorry.
from now.
Rainbow rum raisins.
Rainbow rum raisin.
Yeah, for his buddy at the
Like
getting
an
ice cream.
Ice cream flavor
Yeah,
or
the
something.
31 flavors for ice cream too for the
Oh, right.
genders.
For the gender thing.
Yeah, that was
I think
funny.
I've heard that comparison made before, the Baskin Robbins versus like the number of genders.
Oh, have you? I had not. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Just pick rainbow rum raisin. I thought that was funny.
I do think the to your point about like the special or the trailer, I thought if 4 guys in here can tell me 9 genders, I'll suck your dick. Or like, I was like, that's like fucking hacky as shit, dude. Like, I mean, it's like, oh, I'm gonna say something, like sort of. It's not homophobic, but it's sort of like, oh, I'm stoked. You know what I mean? It's a little in the end. And then like,
It's just
I feel like
broy.
I've heard
It's
that.
just broy.
It's really broy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bruh-y.
Yeah, it's bratty.
It's bruh-y.
It's really bratty humor.
I just feel like any open micer could write that joke.
Yeah.
Did we do or anything else you want to add about Akaash? I think we're gonna close the book on him.
Oh, I did. The other thing that I thought was funny was the 72 virgins joke.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he was talking about
He's like,
72 genders, and he's like, "There's 72 is too many of anything."
Yeah,
And then he says, for example, virgins.
72 virgins going to heaven for 72 virgins. He's like, I just want like 4 whores. I don't want
Yeah.
72.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all right.
Fun premises. I think he had a lot of fun, clever
Yeah.
premises in there.
And he had a couple interesting jokes that were fine. I already said basically my favorite joke. My favorite joke was our vacation is your vacation. Do you have a specific joke you want to go into?
Oh, I kind of already did. With that wedding joke, I liked a lot. I thought that was
Okay.
I thought that was fun. Oh, one more. He has a joke about women's emotions being like a roller coaster. Mm-hmm. Like he compares it to Space Mountain, and he's doing this act out of his hand going up and down like a roller coaster,
Right.
and how guys have to not care and not have emotion or whatever,
Right.
and so we're more like it's a small world after all.
Right.
I liked that comparison, and then he goes into that more. But I thought
And
that
he
was a fun
basically
joke.
does like a flat circle with his hand to
Yeah.
show that it's like on the same level. Like you don't want 2 emotional people. Yeah, that was a good. I like that premise as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my other joke I really liked. I thought that was fun.
Well, Akaash, you did fine.
Yeah,
Work on the damn ads.
But also, if that check is big enough, who gives a shit what we say, man? Go get your money.
No, what do you mean? Who gives it? We're the premier comedy critique duo in the Northern Hemisphere.
You're right. Yeah, cancel your money based off of what we say.
Cancel it
Cancel
right
it.
now.
Yeah, cut it.
All right, so should we go into why I'm better then?
Yes, we should. I think that should be.
Would you like to start, or do you want me to start?
Let me start.
Okay.
Okay,
Everybody, just to remind you, here's our intro for we do every week. We are 2 ultra successful comedians doing a podcast out of my mom's basement. So who better than us to tackle the bigwigs of comedy, to tackle a guy who got 1.8 million views on this special in his first week, Akaash Singh, than us? Okay, who better? Nobody. We're about to take you down, Akaash. We're better than
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Colton Drake, how you better than Akaash?
How am I better? I'm not going to wear a snow coat on stage, okay? Why? Especially if I'm going to sweat for an hour and a half. That's dumb. What are you trying to look good for wrestling or something? You want to spit on the side of the stage, trying to make weight? What are we doing? It looks dumb. And I use the word dumb too much, but it looks stupid. Okay. Also, I'm not going to throw ad reads in the middle of if I get a special. I'm not doing that unless the check is really good. But I still hated how you did it. Just say it's an ad. Just read your own ads. I don't understand why it has to be, oh, it's part of the show. It's hacky. It looks like shit. That's what I think, okay? And you're like, oh, we're being artistic. It looks autistic. Let's not do that.
Hey, yo.
Okay. And also, I'm not going to waste my time on long-winded setups where I'm pandering to the crowd and trying to be all like, ooh, this is how I feel before I say something edgy. Just say it. All right? We'll decide if it's edgy or not. That's about what I have.
There you go.
I'm not doing that.
That's why Colton Drake. It's dumb.
It's dumb.
That's why
It's
Colton
dumb.
Drake is better than Akaash Singh. But if you do want to tour with him, you can reach him at Colton Drake Comedy.
Yeah,
So,
at Colton Drake Comedy. Oh, gosh, I'd love that.
no problem. That'd be great. Yeah, good work. Good work.
It's all right. It's okay.
All right, Akaash, let me tell you how I'm better
Let's hear it.
than Akaash Singh.
Can't wait.
I'm tired of it, okay? Quit it. The patronize, every joke, you have to apologize for before you get to it. Stand behind your jokes, okay? It's ridiculous. I'm sick of it. It's garbage, all right? You're doing a COVID joke in 2024? 2024, are you still doing COVID jokes? Can you quit it? Or what, are you going to do a Monica Lewinsky joke next? What do you got after that, huh? You know, I get no respect. Stop it, all right? Ads in the middle. He already mentioned it. We have to mention it again. That's so upsetting. Ads. I'm going to take an ad out in the middle of my special just to tell people where your address is so they can murder you. I hate that so much. I'm so mad at you for it. It's a bullshit thing to do. And you know better. You know better. Disrespectful. Very disrespectful. What was the other thing I had? There was one other. Oh, you know what? Your special is an hour and 20 minutes long. There's zero reason it needs to be an hour 20. That's not even including the ad reads. There's ads every 30 seconds because it's on YouTube. And half the ads that you had to put in there. Hour 20 is 2 specials. You have half a special's worth of jokes in a 2 special length time frame. And your dancers sucked. It's trash. I'm out.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Oh, hey, Mom. Yeah, trust me. I'm not going to forget that I'm drinking a Monster Recovery Rehab because they're like really good. And they're 2 for $3 at Maverick.
What's the promo code for that?
I'm not gonna forget to tell her about the promo code. Yeah, I'll tell him. Okay, Jay, the promo code is Stand Up Snobs.
Why did you turn into my gay lover when you're on the phone right there?
Okay, bye, Mom. I won't forget. Gosh, have faith in me.
Gosh. That was we're done with Akaash. Akaash, we are done with you forever. Forever.
Tell your next special.
We did Mom's Menu, right?
No, I don't think we did.
Oh, did we not? Oh.
Nope, we didn't hit the drop for it.
Oh, we didn't hit the drop for it. All right, let's do the drop for Mom's Menu. So let's go to Mom's Menu.
Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf! Ma, the meatloaf! Fuck!
Mom's Menu brought to you by Will Ferrell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tonight we had chicken enchiladas. They were good. They looked terrible, but they were
tasty.
good. Dude.
Yeah, they did.
They looked like enchilada soup. My mom's like, we're not taking a
Slop.
picture of this one.
Looked like enchilada slop,
Yeah.
but they were fire.
They were really good.
Yeah.
Really good. Some good refried beans. You didn't eat many of those. You're not a big refried bean guy, or you just weren't into it.
I was full off the enchilada.
You were full off the enchilada. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enchiladas were solid though.
Yeah, very good.
So I may get a Mom's Menu recipe out to you, but as I think we did mention this because I was like, I don't.
If you guys want to know what's in an enchilada, go ahead and look it up. It's on the internet.
I may need to. I think we already did this, so I'm gonna have to look and see if we did Mom's Menu twice.
Oh, I don't know. That might have been before we recorded. I don't know.
Anyway, whatever.
Either way, if not,
really
we'll
good
dump
content.
it. Yeah,
We'll just dump it.
We'll dump it.
We'll dump it.
I got one more
Go
thing
ahead.
to say.
About
dude.
what? About Akaash?
Yeah, my guy Ben Shapiro caught a stray.
Oh, dude, that should have been in your Why I Hate It, dude.
I know. I forgot to
Colton
mention
Drake
that.
is Ben Shapiro's biggest fan.
Ben Shapiro's a solid cat, dude. He's
That's
He's a
either going to
solid
get
guy.
us so many. That might get us hate likes, honestly.
yeah. Now we'll get hate mail because we brought up Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, dude. Everybody's going to listen to it and hate you for hating or for liking Ben Shapiro, and they're going to hate me for saying anything other than you should love Ben Shapiro. Either way, we win.
Well, what I should have done is
Or lose.
I should have
We
done
lose
like
or
a long-winded, pandering way to tell you guys that I like Ben Shapiro.
Yeah,
That would have been
you
smart.
love Ben Shapiro. Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Akash says some stuff.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. He just caught a stray. I
He
thought it
basically
was funny.
says that Ben Shapiro's an idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically that's what he says.
I mean,
Because,
not quite as much as like Anthony Jeselnik's Joe Rogan take. That was where he's like, I like Joe. He's a friend of mine. But if you listen to his podcast, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it wasn't that harsh.
Yeah, it wasn't that harsh. But it was pretty rough.
I thought that was funny though.
That's
There's a
funny.
one stray that somebody catches. It's Ben Shapiro. I thought that was funny.
That is pretty funny.
Okay.
So we got no This Week in Plumbing, Colton tells me. Colton,
No, this week in plumbing.
he doesn't have anything to say other than what he's already said.
Yeah.
He's getting those bonus stickers ready for the boys.
Yeah, yeah.
Those banana bonus stickers, dude.
I am.
I still can't. I'll pitch in for Pokemon cards just to kill that one guy's day if he still works there.
No, he doesn't. Unfortunately.
Devotees will remember that as a training tool, Ben Shapiro, Colton Drake would light Pokemon cards on fire in front of somebody if they got the answer wrong because he was a big Pokemon guy.
Yeah.
That's a great. God, I love that idea so much. That's why I brought it up again. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's incredible
It's great because I wanted him
as
to
a
know
motivational tool. Dude.
when he went to take his test. I wanted to be like, oh man, I
recess
lost
entry.
A
Won't fuck that one up,
holographic
will ya?
Pikachu to this question.
The lizard, whatever guy is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know dick about Pokemon.
Me either, really.
So no This Week in Plumbing. So we're gonna move right along. Let's not do a viewer mail. We're running out of time.
Okay.
We'll do that next week. Vito, we'll get to your question, buddy. Just to let you know, it's probably gonna be what would you have done more of, less of, or differently when we're starting comedy or in your first few years of comedy. So we'll get to that, Vito. Appreciate you still having the only email that was ever been sent to our office. To our office.
To our office.
What am I doing?
Yeah, to our secretary.
To our secretary, Jay Berg. That's just me and lipstick. That's all it is. Why does the secretary have to be a woman? Well, come on. This is America. I mean, come on.
It's not.
All right. So, IG follower count. That's our next one.
Mm-hmm.
You might remember, folks. You may remember that last week, a huge week for me, I got up to 376. I beat Colton for the first time in like 6 weeks. Colton was at 431. I was at 376 coming into this week.
Mm-hmm.
This week, Colton, where you at, buddy?
I'm at 435.
435. It's a gain of 4 for our boy Colton. I gained 2. So I'm at 378. So
nice.
Once again, Colton wins again.
But
this
we're
feels
climbing.
a lot better, right?
We're climbing. It does. Yeah, I like this.
I mean,
it feels a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Feels
have
good that we're getting
5%
people, though.
more followers than I did when we started.
That's climbing, dude.
So yeah,
It's an improvement.
boom. You have what, more than that? Almost 10% more followers than you had, which
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep following us. What's your handle again, Colton?
At Colton Drake. At Colton Drake Comedy on Instagram.
let's get
Sorry.
it
Yeah,
wrong.
I stopped midway.
Yeah, go ahead and follow him on Instagram. He's got great content that I put up there for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can follow.
I'll be dropping more stand-up
drop.
clips.
Yeah.
Yeah, throughout time.
throughout time.
Yeah, I'm trying to just kind of bank them up right now, and then eventually I'll drop them.
That's what people who aren't doing anything say. I'm
That's
banking them up.
That's exactly what I just said. Yeah.
That's funny. Jay Bird Comedy for me. If you'd like to follow me or unfollow me, I don't know. I'm still contemplating whether we're trying to get closer to 0 or 1,000. I mean, if I got down to 10 followers, that would be kind of incredible.
If I lose followers just based off of my Ben Shapiro love, that's
No, dude, you'll gain if anything, dude. Are you kidding me? People don't hate unfollow; they love follow. You know what I mean? Or they hate follow.
I think
I want to be angry more.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna follow Colton Drake. All this crazy goings on about town.
Yeah, if I drop like 100, I'm blaming Ben. I'm gonna message
dude,
him.
Make sure that here's how you do it. You got to have your first clip needs to be super pro Ben Shapiro, not even have any jokes in it. Honestly, just you on stage, just rallying, dude. Just Benny Shafts, dude. I love
Who in
you.
here loves Ben Shapiro? And then I'll plant people in the audience.
Yeah, oh look, it's a white Pakistani girl.
I'll be like, oh, what?
You love
Ben
Ben
Shapiro,
Shapiro, right?
you're actually here?
Hell yeah, dude. So yeah, that's once again Colton wins, but we're moving on up. We're moving on up.
Hell yeah.
Next segment, as always, we want to give you somebody new to listen to. If you're listening to comedy and you can't figure out who you think you should listen to, Colton, who you got?
I've been listening to Zoltan Kazas. Is that how you say his last name?
Kazas or Kazas? I'm not sure how to say it. Zoltan.
Zoltan.
Or Zoltan.
Zoltan.
Whatever.
Yeah, Zoltan. He's very funny.
Yeah.
And then his Instagram is Zoltan Comedy.
Yeah, not a lot of
At
Zoltans
Zoltan
doing comedy, so I think he might be the only one.
Yeah.
At Zoltan Comedy, Zoltan Comedy. Yeah, super funny guy. National touring headliner, very, very funny. I am listening to Laura Peak.
Cool.
Laura Peak, and that's Laura Peak Comedy, LauraPeek Comedy. Upcoming gigs, I am featuring for Miss Laura Peak
Hell yeah.
on Sunday, January 12th, 7 o'clock at the Spokane Comedy Club. That's why I'm listening to her. I'm trying to get a feel for her stuff, see what I should be doing to kind of match my material to hers. The 16th, I'm featuring at the Spokane Comedy Club at 7 o'clock for
yeah.
Aaron Chen. So that's a Thursday. Other than that, I don't have much going on. I got my weekly open mic that I'll probably need somebody to host for me on the 16th. Since maybe I'll get Colton to do that. Who knows? Colton, any upcoming gigs?
Yeah, so January 17th and 18th, I'm hosting for Trey Crowder at the Spokane Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Total of 4 shows. That'll be a great time. Also, January 26th, on the Dope Show here at the Spokane Comedy Club also. And then February 1st, I'm at Treason Tattoo featuring for Anthony Singleton as he records his comedy special.
Anthony Singleton recorded a special. Treason Tattoos, you said?
Yep.
That's in Spokane. Tickets are still available for that. It's a pretty intimate venue, though, if you
Yep.
do want to be a part of comedy history. Josiah Carlson's hosting.
Yep.
Colton Drake will be featuring. It should be a fun time. I mean, I can't go, unfortunately, because that's the night of the Quincy Belt tournament.
Right.
The second Quincy Belt tournament.
It's also my birthday.
Oh, is it? That's right.
Yeah. 33.
Yeah. That's still a month away, dude. Don't be that girl. You're being like a sorority girl right now. Like, it's my birth month.
It is. Well, trust me, it is, dude. I'm going to milk it.
All right. So that's what Colton and I are up to the next few weeks here. All right, Colton. Next week, who we got?
We got Chelsea Lynn with Pontoon Party. It's her last special. She just dropped it 5 days ago.
I thought that was Trailer Trash Tammy.
It's-
Pontoon's Party.
I think it's the same person.
It is the same person. Trailer Trash Tammy. Pontoon Party by Chelsea Lynn.
Yep.
It's got 430,000 views. She's got 1.5 million subscribers. She's doing all right for herself.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll give you a little taste of her on the way out. I've been Jay Berg. Thank you guys so much for listening. Dude, thank you, Scotland, for coming in hot. We had our best first week ever last week, so thank you guys so much for listening. Please like, rate, review, subscribe. Send us an email at standupsnobs@gmail.com if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions or anything like that. If there's anybody you want us to do or anything, questions, whatever.
And I've been Colton Drake. Bye-bye.
Did anybody else grow up with roaches? Hell yeah, be proud of your culture. I don't know if Santa sucks clit, but I got kicked out of 27 malls trying to find out. I'll never forget the night he proposed, man. He looked me straight in the eyes and he said, "Baby, you sure you're pregnant?" How am I supposed to sleep till noon if I've got a little semen demon shaking me up at 9 a.m. wanting me to fill their sippy cup up with more Mountain Dew Baja Blast? And you got escorted out of a Bass Pro Shops for getting your dick sucked in the duck blinds. Although I was an accomplice on that last one, I'll give him that.